chapter. Till now, what we have studied? We have studied about the sources of water. How do we use water? We use water in different activities like, yes, in household works, as a mode of transportation, to generate electricity, in irrigation, we use water. So in the previous lecture, I had given you some homework. What I had given you? Find two more activities where water is used. Now tell me the two activities where water is used. Yes, to knead the dough, water is used. To water the plants, water is used. So in this class, I will tell you about water cycle. Now, do you know what is the water cycle? I will tell you what is a water cycle. Water cycle is the circulation of water from the land to the sky and back it again. We get water from rain also. Okay. So, this is a first step. The sun heats up the water. What the sun heats up the water from oceans, lakes and rivers, and water changes into water vapor by the process of evaporation. This is the first step where sun heats up the water. It takes the water from ocean, lakes and rivers, then water converted into water vapors, and this process is known as evaporation. Now the second step, plants also lose water. We know that plants also lose water in the form of water vapor from the leaves. Then it goes into the air by the process of transpiration. This is second step. Third, now what happened? As the water vapor rises up into the sky, the water vapor rises up in the sky, it starts cooling down and forms tiny water droplets. The water vapor rises into the air, it starts cooling down and forms what it forms? It forms tiny water droplets. Okay, water droplets, it forms what? It forms tiny water droplets. These water droplets come together to form a clouds. Tiny droplets, what they form? They form a cloud. And this process is known as condensation. This process is known as condensation. Now what happened? Water droplets is converted into, when they come together, what they form? They form a cloud, and this process is known as condensation. Now what happened? When the clouds start getting heavy, okay, when the tiny droplets come together, they form a cloud. When the cloud starts getting heavy and cannot hold the water droplets, they fall back to the earth in the form of rain, hail or snow, and this process is known as precipitation. We get water from rain also. So this is a process of water cycle. Now what happened? The water falls on the ground, then it goes to the under the ground. Okay, as we know that we get water from under the ground also. Now what happened? The water falls on the earth, it goes under the ground. The remaining water goes to the seas, they goes to the river, they go to the lake, and it is known as collection. It is known as collection. So this is a cycle. Then this cycle repeats again and again. So this is evaporation, this is transpiration, this is condensation, this is precipitation, and at the last it is a collection of water, and this water cycle repeats again and again. So in the next class I will tell you about storage of water and rainwater harvesting. Today what we have learned? We have learned about water cycle. I will send you these notes to read and understand the concept of water cycle with the help of diagram. I will send you the diagram also. Then you will came to know the process process of water cycle. Now today's homework is you have to read about water cycle and understand the concept of water cycle with the help of diagram. Tomorrow I will ask you, with the help of diagram, you will tell me what is the process of water cycle.